Hello and welcome to part 17 of the Tim Burton style character series. This is David Ward, and when last I left you, we had set up the controllers for the facial expressions, the shape key drivers. So in the meantime, I went ahead and added a few more. So if I select the mesh here, you can see some of these that I added. The lips in and out, and then pucker, and then the cheeks and the sneer. So the cheeks in and out is basically this here, where we can grab them and pert them a little bit, purse them, and then the cheeks poof out. If he's blowing air into them, he's holding his breath, or he's chewing a big wad of food or something. And then the sneer, it's like, ugh, whatever, or he can be angry with that, something. So, and then the lips, what was it I called it? Lips pucker. That's where they can come out, and like he can make the ooh shape a little bit easier. Just make that sneer come back down. So select all these guys, and then you bring them out, and then maybe bring these back in just a little. So you can make the ooh shape a little bit more. So anyways, there we go. Now, what I mentioned in part 16 about making things a little bit easier to animate, especially when it comes to lip syncing, is we're going to set up a couple of things and create a pose library of facial expressions that you can just reuse over and over very easily and quickly. So first thing I'm going to do is open my bone groups here. Let me go ahead and turn on my screencast display there so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and we're going to create a couple of groups here. First one's going to be for the mouth area, and then we're going to make one for the eye area. So it'll be two different groups here. So he can say something, and then if he's angry, we can have a different group for the eyebrows to be down, or if he's happy, we can have them up, or whatever. So let's go ahead and create the first one, and we're going to call it mouth area. There we go. And I'm going to select all these controllers here that are going to control the mouth, like so, and we're going to go ahead and add those to it. Go ahead and assign. And another thing you can do here in the bone groups is give them specific colors, so that they're part of this group, and the other bones are part of another group or something like that. So I'm going to set the default color, or the color scheme here, to 01 theme color set, and that's going to give them all a reddish tone. So you can see now, even when they're deselected, they still have that dark red tint to them. So you can easily select all of them just by hitting select, and it'll select all of them, and you can hit insert a shape key for that, or insert a keyframe for that, and it'll add the keyframe to all of those selected bones. So now let's select all the eye controllers and eyebrows. I'm not going to worry about the look at controllers. That'll be a whole separate deal. So now I'm going to create a new group, and we're going to call this one eye area. Okay, go ahead and assign those. And I'm going to give this one another color. I like to make it blue, so I'm going to go with 04 theme color set there, and it gives them all a blue shade. So now you can see, even when they're unselected, they have that dark blue. So anything that's red is going to be in the mouth group. Anything that's blue is going to be in the eye group. So let's go ahead and save this. And now, like I said, we're going to start working on a pose library. So let's expand that one, create a new one, and I'm going to call this one facial expressions. And we'll put a PH at the end for phonemes, and that's what when your mouth makes a certain shape that looks like it's saying, like for example, E. When your mouth forms the word or the sound E, that's a phoneme. So we're going to create a bunch of phonemes that we can use whenever we're lip syncing, and it'll be a lot easier. So the first one I'm going to do is just going to be this default. I guess I could have just selected it like so. Just this default blank expression. So we'll go ahead and hit the plus sign here and add a new one, and we'll scroll down here, and I'm going to say default mouth closed. Okay, now I'm going to create a default one with the mouth open a little bit, for like if he's saying K or S or something like that, just kind of just a general blank open mouth shape. So I'm going to select all that again, and it's very important that you select all these bones here, otherwise only the one selected will get added to the library. So we select all of them, go ahead and hit the plus sign again, add new, there we go, and it's going to be default mouth open. Okay, I'm going to add a space there, I guess. Okay, so now we got mouth closed and open. Let's go ahead and add another one for like when he's saying A. So let's just go through the kind of the alphabet and say A. You can form the word with your own mouth and kind of figure out what it's supposed to look like. So let's just grab those, move them back a little bit, maybe up. A. Sometimes it's kind of hard to emulate that. Just that one. Okay, so we'll say that looks like A. So let's go ahead and select that whole group. Add a new one. Add new. We'll say A. Okay. Now we're going to make it say E. So now it's more like a smile almost. I'll move the jaw to the other side just so there's some variation in case we have those two follow each other when he's speaking. E. Okay, go ahead and select the bone group again. Go ahead and add a new one. Add new. E. Okay. And then I can be, you know, kind of the same shape as A. So you can kind of get away with not creating each and every phoneme. You can kind of cheat a little bit by just using some of these, you know, basic ones. So let's see. I guess the next shape in the alphabet would be like an F sound. So let's get that set up. That's where the bottom lip kind of comes in up under the teeth. Almost a frown too. Okay, so that can look like an F. So we'll go ahead and select that, add a new one, add new, F, okay. And now we'll do like an M sound. Gotta go through the alphabet in my head and figure out what comes next. So let's see, since this was dragged in, the last one, we'll just go ahead and drag it back out. This will be like maybe the lips will come up a little bit. Frown just a tad. This will be B, and P. So any of those hard noises where, you know, the lips are sealed. Go ahead and select that. Go ahead and add the new one. Add new. B, and P. Okay. And also the F can also be used for V. And then anything that's PH, you know, the same F sound. Let's go ahead and save that. And let's see. Now we'll say ooh. Create I guess we need to form it first. It's about to just go ahead and create it, but let's go ahead and clear out all this, everything there, and we'll select all of these lip controllers here. Just drag them out. Move this guy up some, this guy up, and move these guys in. Okay, so it's kind of an ooh shape. A little bit more. Okay, then go ahead and select all of them. New one, add new. Ooh. And then one more. This is going to be and it's going to be real similar to ooh, but the lips won't come out quite as far. Just like there we go. Add a new one. Okay. Now everything else can be, like, for example, if you want him to say mom, you know, you'd say, first you go M, and you can hit the magnifying glass here to apply. Actually, got to select them all again. There we go. And say and then mom, or you could do the mom, and then finish off by just a default. So let's go ahead and try that out in the animation part. Let's go back to all the way back to the frame 0. Just hit the back button there. We'll go ahead and hit the automatic keyframe insertion, and Now we'll start off with the mouth closed. Okay, actually select them all. Closed. And we'll come up a few frames. And then we'll mouth open, just slowly start to open. And then, like, and then, and then you go back to the default closed. So you're seeing mom, you know, whatever. So anyways, let's go ahead and go to the dope sheet over here. I'm just going to go ahead and clear out all these keyframes. Don't need them in there. Okay. And just go ahead and select all the mouth area and just go ahead and default closed. Oops. Turn off the keyframe insertion. Go ahead and delete those guys again. Okay, so let's create some for the eyes now. That's basically, actually, while we're in the mouth area, let's go ahead and select that again. Let's create some mood expression. So we'll go ahead and create a smile. So just grab these guys, move them up, puff the cheeks out just a bit, maybe a tiny bit of sneer. Okay, we'll go ahead and select that, add a new one here, add new, call this one smile lips closed. Okay, and then we'll make it a little bit bigger and open the lips up to where he's showing off them teeth, pearly whites. Okay, go ahead and select that again, add a new one, and I'll say smile lips open. Okay. And then same thing, let's make him frown. So let's just select all of them, clear them out. Now maybe he's a little sad. Okay, go ahead and select those. Add a new one. Frown, lips closed. And same thing, just open the lips up just a bit. Okay. Frown, lips open. Okay, now let's add one more. We'll say this one, actually, let's go ahead and shape it up first. Let's say mouth wide open, so we'll drag the jaw down as far as it'll go, the teeth up as high as they'll go, or the lips, and then the lips down as far as they'll go. And then open the mouth as pretty much as wide as we can. Maybe a little higher. Maybe sneer just a bit too. Maybe have the cheeks come in instead of puffing out. Since the jaw's opening down, the lips or the cheeks will be stretched out a little bit. So, okay, so we'll select all that. Create one more, add new. We'll say mouth wide open. Go ahead and add that, make that a lowercase. There we go. Okay, so now that you have all these set up, say you want to do this quickly. You don't want to just you're going through here and you say, okay, now I want the B sound. Well, you'd be like, well, where's it at in the scroll thing? There it is, and then hit the thing. You don't have to do that. You can select them all, and then we'll hit Control L. And then if you scroll your mouse wheel, you can kind of just cycle through them and find which one you want. Like the sound about right there. And it also show the name of it right in here. So you can kind of just scroll through there real quickly and then just left click to choose it. And then say this one, Control L. Smile. There we go. And there you are. So that's a quick, easy way to go through your different expressions. So let's go ahead and save that, and we'll go ahead and clear out all of those. And now, like I said before, let's add a few for the eyes. So we'll select the eye area. And now I'm going to create another library. And this, I'm going to go ahead and hit the F right here. So what that does is if I select that, turn that on, it's going to save all of this library regardless if it's active or not. Because if it's not active, it may not save along with the scene. So we'll just hit the F there, and it'll for sure save with the scene. So now I'm going to create a new one. Actually, hit the plus sign right there, and we'll call this one I area expressions. Okay. And first of all, I'm going to make him like he's surprised. Or actually, let's just select all of those and do the same thing, default. Okay. And then now we'll do that. Add the like he's surprised. Like what? Maybe drag the eyelids up a little bit. And down. Tell you what, for now I'm going to go ahead and hide these look at controls just so they're not in the way. Okay, so we'll go ahead and select that. Add a new one. And say surprised. Okay. Now we'll make him angry, so let's drag it down. Okay, go ahead and select them all. Add a new one. Call this one angry. And then let's make him kind of curious. So he's like cocking the left eyebrow up, the right eye is down. Maybe these eyelids are up a little bit. So he's like suspicious or curious. So we'll say select all and add a new one. And let's call this one skeptical. Skeptical.l for the left side. And then we can easily copy this pose and then hit the blue arrow and it'll make it the opposite. So we'll go ahead and add that one. Add new. Call this one skeptical.r. Okay, for left and right, obviously. And now let's just kind of make them more happy. So let's drag this one up and this one up. And then the eyelids up. Maybe the bottom lid's up a little bit too. Okay, so this is a lot like surprised, but a little bit different. So we'll select all that. Add new one and say happy. Okay, now we got the essential. Well, I guess there's one more we can do. Let's select all of those and clear out everything. We'll just select all the brows and just drag them straight down. So it's not necessarily angry, but just kind of dull, like really, you know. Okay, so select all that and add new one, and we'll just say dull. Okay. And now let's clear all those out. And now we're going to create, just grab the eyelids and we'll say create a new one. Call this one blink open. Okay. And then we'll grab one side here, drag it down, drag this side. There we go. Select both of those, copy. Actually, let's do it individually so he can wink if he wants to. So we'll copy or add a new pose for that. Say blink closed.l, and then same thing. Copy that and paste it to the other side, and then clear out what we have selected. So now we'll say create a new one. Add new. Actually, I'm only adding it to the escape out. I'm only adding it to the eyelids. I'm not adding it to the brows and everything because maybe they're angry, but he still wants to blink while he's angry, and we don't want to clear out the eyebrows. So we'll just select these guys and say add new blink closed.r. Okay, so now we'll clear all those out. Oops, hit Alt-A instead of Alt-G. There we go. And same thing, just select all those, and you can hit Control-L and just cycle through all of them. So like surprised, blinking, whatever. So there you go. That's going to be it for part 17, I think. And since we got all this library, go ahead and hit the F right there so it saves it no matter what. Go ahead and save. I think we're pretty well set up. We've got Tim pretty well completely set up with all the controllers and everything we need. So I believe in part 18 we'll start taking his character and turning it into another character, a separate character, like the female that I mentioned at the beginning. So go ahead and save again. I like to save as often as possible, as you know. So we'll call part 17 done, and in part 18, we'll create the other character. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you then in part 18.